Some Muslim women in America say that since the election, they dread what the future may hold. Some of them are fearful for their safety, and they're taking matters into their own hands. CNN's Kyung La has that story from Los Angeles.
In a crowd, you don't notice Marwa Abdelghani.
I went from expecting to be the center of attention to nobody looking at me whatsoever.
Did you feel relief?
Yes, a huge sense of relief. I didn't feel like a target anymore.
A visible target, a Muslim woman in a headscarf. Since she was a senior in high school, Abdelghani wore the traditional scarf whenever she was in public, part of her Islamic faith, culture, and identity.
We have to stop the Muslims.
This presidential election, that changed.
I was walking on the street and a driver drove by me and slowed down and rolled down his window and he just spit at me.
He spit at you?
Yeah. It was getting closer and closer to November 8th. That's when I decided that I just was going to take it off for a while.
Since the election, the Southern Poverty Law Center has tracked more than 700 hate incidents. But Muslim women say a year ago, their sense of safety began to change after this picture of San Bernardino killer Tashfeen Malik went public.
After that, people started to see us differently.
Muslim women began taking self-defense classes driven by fear. Now, post-election, sharing tips on social media and making a searing choice, their faith or personal safety.
The headscarf has just become something that went from being a very spiritual element of a woman's life to being something where she had to be scared to wear it. I myself just didn't feel like I wanted to continue with that fear.
The only places where Abdelghani feels free to express that part of Islam is in the privacy of her apartment and her mosque. To the incoming Trump administration, this young Muslim woman has this message.
When you hold that kind of position and you think it is okay to make these racist, Islamophobic, sexist statements, there are people, unfortunately, as crazy as they are, who look up to you and they will follow you and they will act out in response to what you're saying.
Do you think you will wear it again someday?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I can wear it one day again. I hope I can feel so.
To practice one of the founding principles of America, freedom of religion. Kyung La, CNN, Los Angeles.
It's an interesting story. Maybe there'll be a movement where people wear the headscarf in solidarity. You know, even if you're not Muslim, maybe it's the way people shave their head, you know, sometimes in solidarity with somebody who's going through something. Maybe you'll see a wave of the opposite happening.
I think self-defense training is good for everybody.
Yes, I know you're a big proponent of that.
I believe it. Prepare yourself for whatever can come.